The Tissot Superpole race at the 2024 Pirelli Catalunya Round. Toprak Razgatlioglu with a good jump. Bulliger again swallowed up. Van der Mark's gone one side of him. Iannone the other to box him out. Sam Lowe's he did in race one, making a fast start. Iannone loose as he heads in towards turn one, but he's got it stopped in time. He hits the front. Lowe's might have momentum now coming off turn two. Is that Jonathan Ray further back who's left the circuit altogether? They're bunching up towards the head of the field. Razgatlioglu with Van der Mark now right behind him. Third and fourth positions. Nicolo Bulliger in P5. So Bulliger from the front of the field has once again dropped dramatically back. He's going to pick off Michael Van der Mark now as they head around turn four on this opening lap. Iannone leading the way. Another fast start from Sam Lowe's. Looks as though Razgatlioglu was stood up there by Nicolo Bulliger. So Bulliger through for third place. And further back, Alex Lowe's trying to go the long way round on the outside of turn five. Looks like he might have got up into fourth position on the tail now of Nicolo Bulliger. So not the best of starts for Toprak Razgatlioglu, but it hadn't been a good start for Nicolo Bulliger either. He's already picked up two places as Sam Lowe's makes the pass on Andrea Iannone. Iannone now with the cutback. It's a long run down up to 260 kilometers per hour as they head into the braking zone for turn 10, and Sam Lowe's hits the front. Alex Lowe's also making progress. He jabs through on Bulliger into turn 10, so up into the podium positions for Alex Lowe's, and this is great news for him. He loves the Superpole race format and he's sprinting well on lap one.
Let's see what happens down into turn one for Toprak as well, if he can get close to Bulliger to attack into turn one in that heavy braking zone.
Alvaro Bautista already up into the top 9, the scoring positions for this Superpole race, and the front three rows of the grid for race 2 later on this afternoon. The front three stretching out slightly. Van der Mark still applying the pressure to Razgatlioglu at the start of lap 2. Bulliger closing down Alex Lowe's to try and recover a provisional place on the podium. Iannone once again all out of shape as he heads in towards turn number 1. Can't get there on Sam Lowe's, still your race leader. Bulliger gets through on Lowe's for third position. Sam, remember, led as Alex makes a determined effort there on Nicolo Bulliger, captures him by surprise as they make their way through the high-speed turn 3. Lowe's making his dive down the inside into turn 9. Iannone might well come back at him as they come towards turn 10. The sprint down the back straight. Iannone looks to the inside. Lowe's has got that move covered. Bautista trying to bridge the gap in the series standings and in this race. He's come through on Michael Van der Mark for 6th position. Meanwhile, at the head of the field, Andrea Iannone looking for his first race victory in WorldSBK. So too is Sam Lowe's. They are 1 and 2. Alex Lowe's already twice a race winner in this 2024 campaign, ahead of provisional championship leader Nicolo Bulliger, who sits in 4th position. We've got a race on our hands here as Alex now makes his lunge on brother Sam in towards turn 4. Bautista, as he has always been here in Barcelona, hooks up nicely through the final turn. He had Michael Van der Mark halfway down the straight a lap ago. He's going to do the same here to Sam Lowe's. Breezes through before the braking zone and into 5th position. Meanwhile, Nicolo Bulliger on the other Aruba.it Ducati coming through on Alex Lowe's for 2nd position, and he's the fastest man out there on the circuit at the moment. A new race lap record, beating the time set by Alvaro Bautista in the Superpole race here in 2022. So the pace is with Bulliger, and the lead might well be with Bulliger pretty soon as well. Down at turn 4, he's through on the inside of Andrea Iannone. Iannone with the cutback is going to spin up the rear tyre to try and pull back alongside. He's got the outside though into turn 5, and Alex Lowe says, you know what, that's my opportunity, I've got to take it. Iannone now bundles Bulliger out of the way. Brilliant racing in the opening 5 laps of this Superpole race here in Catalonia, and Bulliger's ended up down in 4th position. Razgatlioglu up into the podium places once again on the BMW. Lowe's toughing it out around the outside against Iannone. 3 abreast into turn 9 as Razgatlioglu goes from 3rd to 1st. Iannone down to 2nd position. It's a train of 7 riders at the head of the field. Which of them is going to emerge victorious here? We're not even at half race distance yet. They're throwing the bikes at one another. Lowe's a few corners ago was the race leader. He's now down to 4th. Razgatlioglu leads Iannone, Bulliger, Lowe's, Bautista, Sam Lowe's and Van der Mark. 7 riders covered by less than 1.5 seconds.
But you can see for everyone, when there's an opportunity presenting itself, they're putting their bikes down the inside because they have to do that. Even in the 10-lap Superpole race, this is where it's critical to keep making that forward progress. The pace from Bulliger last time around, a new outright lap record there, 40.9. It's a stunning pace, but it's not enough to keep yourself at the front.
Ducatis are too fast down this start-finish straight, the longest of the season. Alex Lowe's going to be under pressure here from Alvaro Bautista. Iannone trying to get through on Toprak Razgatlioglu. Three Ducatis in the top four positions. They're swarming around Razgatlioglu in towards turn one. Yannone's got to be careful here not to be too impetuous. Alex Loza's gone wide at turn one. That's dropped him back from that lead quartet now. And Sam Lowe's has also dropped behind Michael van der Mark. So van der Mark coming through for sixth position.
Both ran wide into turn one, just trying to push to get with themselves with those top four.
So that has broken up our lead train. We've got a four-horse race for the podium positions as things stand on lap 7. And Bautista, coming through on Yannone, almost catches the back of Toprak Razgatlioglu as they come through turn 4. His momentum killed. Yannone then lunges through into turn 5. Bautista not quite close enough to strike. Toprak Razgatlioglu making the break. He's 0.4 of a second up as they cross the line to start with 3 laps to go. Alvaro Bautista around the outside of Andrea Yannone has got that move done before the braking zone. Bulliger tries to go the long way round at turn 1. Bautista and Razgatlioglu almost clashing coming off the first and second turns. So Razgatlioglu's got the advantage. Bautista had gained a bit of ground before turn 1, enough to pass Andrea Yannone, but it's Razgatlioglu who's still got this race for the taking. Bautista closing the gap in the slipstream as they come towards turn 1 for the final time. Bautista pulls alongside Razgatlioglu and is through for the race lead. Alvaro Bautista from 11th on the grid leads in Barcelona. Razgatlioglu now will respond. It'll be this second sector where he has been strongest through the high-speed turn 3 to build up a move, either to catch Bautista by surprise into turn 4 or to jab down the inside at turn 5, where he passed his teammate Nicolo Bulliger yesterday for a surprise BMW victory in race 1. Bautista is already lining up to defend. Toprak Razgatlioglu already positioning himself to attack, but I think Bautista has got the legs for the moment at least.
Yeah, Bautista in that final sector last time around, a quarter of a second faster than Toprak, so right on what he needed to do to put himself into a position there. But Toprak, he's good through turn 9. We'll see if he can get close enough to attack into turn 10, but difficult move to make on Bautista, especially there with that change of direction. Looked like maybe Bautista was able to carry a little bit more momentum through there, but Toprak is close enough.
Onto the back straight then for the final time. Last major overtaking opportunity for Razgatlioglu on the brakes, but Bautista holds on to the race lead, and the Ducatis are swarming all over Toprak as well for the last of those podium positions.
Yeah, it's going to come down to that last corner. We know that Toprak's not going to be out-dragged to the line, so we'll see if Yannone is able to get close enough. We'll see if Toprak's able to get close enough to Bautista as well.
We know how strong Bautista is through the final 2 turns here in Barcelona. It's not going to be his first race victory. He's been unbeaten here on Ducati machinery for the last 2 years, but Razgatlioglu will not allow Bautista to take another, and Bautista's relegated to third. Toprak Razgatlioglu with back-to-back wins on the BMW in Barcelona. Andrea Yannone opportunistic there off the final turn to take second. Bautista relegated to third, but he is still ahead of teammate Nicolo Bulliger. How many times Razgatlioglu has been passed on the final couple of turns or off the final turn by Alvaro Bautista in the drag race to the line? Not here in Barcelona. Overhauled by Bautista into turn 1. Razgatlioglu leaves it as late as he dares to pick him off coming through the final turn and wins in the run to the checkered flag by just a quarter of a second over Bautista and by less than a tenth of a second over Yannone.